Genesis 5. This is the list of the descendants of Adam. When God created humankind, he made them in the likeness of God. Male and female, he created them, and he blessed them and named them humankind when they were created. When Adam had lived 130 years, he became the father of a son in his likeness, according to his image, and named him Seth. And I thought I was old when I had my first child at 30 and second child at 33, but Adam is having a child, I don't know what number it is now, because clearly he's had some girls too, for the boys to make kids. So they don't seem to be counted. And are all the boys counted? Is this his fourth son, Seth? Or has he had a lot more kids over his 130 years? Anyway, so and by the way, Adam does seem to have been an adult when he was created. Unless it was just skipped. I was just kidding in the last chapter about Eve having Cain and Abel come out as grown men, but it does really seem that Adam is a grown man. So is he 130 on top of already being a grown man when he was created? Or was he considered like 20 or 30 or 17 or something when he was created? We don't know. Anyway, he named him Seth. The days of Adam after he became the father of Seth were 800 years. Jesus. They had such long lives. Anyway, so 800 years after he had Seth. Yeah, after he became the father of Seth. And he had other sons and daughters. Thus, all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. So that seems like no matter what age he appeared when he was created, from there he lived 930 years. About 930 years after he ate the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil, on which day God said he would surely die. That's a long time coming, that punishment. When Seth had lived 105 years, he became the father of Enosh. Seth lived after the birth of Enosh 807 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. 912 years, and he died. This seems like such a believable story that it's meant to be a true history of what happened, doesn't it? End sarcasm. When Enosh had lived 90 years, he became the father of Kenan. Enosh lived after the birth of Kenan 815 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus, all the days of Enosh were 905 years, and he died. When Kenan had lived 70 years, he became the father of Mahalalel. Kenan lived after the birth of Mahalalel 840 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus, all the days of Kenan were 910 years, and he died. When Mahalalel had lived 65 years, he became the father of Jared. Mahalalel lived after the birth of Jared 830 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus, all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. When Jared had lived 162 years, he became the father of Enoch. Jared lived after the birth of Enoch 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. When Enoch had lived 65 years, he became the father of Methuselah. Enoch walked with God after the birth of Methuselah 300 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Enoch were 365 years. Oh, he died so young. Enoch walked with God. Then he was no more because God took him. Oh, he didn't die. He went to heaven without dying. Still, he left us too young, 365 years. When Methuselah had lived 187 years, he became the father of Lamech. Methuselah lived after the birth of Lamech 782 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, And he died. 69, dudes. When Lamech had lived 182 years, he became the father of a son. He named him Noah, saying, so what? These people are all having kids well into their hundreds. Why is it such a big deal that Abram was almost 100 by the time he had his first son? He became the father of a son. He named him Noah. Ooh, I know Noah. Saying, out of the ground that the Lord has cursed, this one shall bring us relief from our work and from the toil of our hands. Lamech, and he shall live while the rest of us die. Lamech lived after the birth of Noah 595 years, and had other sons and daughters. Another young death, 595. Thus all the days of Lamech were 700, oh no, I see, he lived 777 years, but still, he didn't get into his 900s, and then he died. After Noah was 500 years old, Noah became the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ooh, I wonder what's going to happen with Noah. To be continued.